Hello everyone! Today we are going to do a simple little makeup tutorial. I already prepped my face with this GRWM 24 karat makeup primer, and then I also, to keep my pores from not eating all my foundation, I used the Clarins Pore Control Serum. Let me just turn that down a little bit so you guys. So we're gonna firstly start with my foundation because we need to really conceal everything today. So this is not my shade because it's so hard to find a shade for me, but that's fine. This is a very full coverage foundation. I'm just gonna get everywhere. Oh, by the way, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Stays all day and night in the shade Warm Cod, which is the 5th shade. Alright. We're just gonna make sure to really blend this in because it's not my shade, but it's pretty close to it. But we'll all fix that up when we get our concealer on. And then we're just gonna take it down the neck and all the way down because I really don't want there to be that harsh line. I always get my ears, just so it blends in with my foundation on my face. We're just gonna bring it down. And then I'm just gonna tap the rest of my eyes just so it can prime just a little bit. Perfect. Our next step is going to be concealer. So lately I've been using Dermablend's 15N. Oh. It is a fuller coverage but wearable and buildable concealer. So I'm only gonna put some right here on the inner corner and right on the outer corner. Down here, and just on the bridge. Again, we're going to blend it out. Then looking behind you guys, it's just because I'm on my vanity, so I'm just looking to see what I'm actually doing. Perfect. Oh, the joys of living in an apartment building. You can hear literally everything. I'm just gonna boot my chin, cover that area right there, and just blend that out just a smidge more. Perfect. So a little bit about myself. I work in a beauty boutique, and I started working there, I believe it was just under a year, so I'm pretty new there, but I'm not too new, if you know what I mean. And I absolutely love working there. my passion is obviously makeup. And just having that freedom of expression to do whatever I want one day and just wash it off when I get home. Okay. Now that I got the inner corners, I'm just going to powder it down. Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. My tried and true for literally everything for like probably 2 years now. Then we're just going to use the same beauty blender and we're going to just pat it underneath. I get very dry under eyes, so I only use just a little bit. I don't bake underneath my eyes like some people do, just because I know that it makes my under eyes crease and it sets when it creases. It like sets into my creases, sorry. So I just kind of avoid baking underneath my eyes. And then when I get to my contour, you'll see I scalp it out. And I just leave it until I'm done, and then I wipe all the excess away. Like, it's weird because I keep on forgetting my routine, but like I do this like almost every single day. I'll just set around like where the foundation is. Perfect. Perfect. And then we're just gonna tap the excess in just to make sure that we got it and it's just stuck there. And it's weird because I like jump through my eyebrows, my foundation, my contour. I don't really have like a step-by-step. Kind of just do whatever feels natural to me. And do my eyebrows just with the precisely my brow. So I'll do one and then I'll jump off and do the other. This one's a little bit like is the easiest eyebrow. So I go really lightly underneath it just to fill it in. And use this spoolie to just tame the hairs wherever, because I have really thick eyebrows. And just I really like this stuff because if you did what I just did, it's a very easy cleanup. And then we're going to go in with the tiny little hairs in the front. Perfect. So now I'm going to use the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. I have like their huge Christmas package, so it comes with all of their products. So we're just going to brush it up and to the side. It has that like perfect little eyebrow going on right there. Alrighty, and I will be right back once we get the other eyebrow. And we're back with my brows. They look pretty good right now. This one always looks a lot worse than this one. I usually can get like the hairs perfect and yeah. So after I'm done my eyebrows, I usually go in with my bronzer. And I Gula bronzer from Benefit in this little cute advent calendar. I haven't opened all of them. I was a little brat and I opened up the first one and it was the Hula one. So that's a win-win. I have it normally, but I really think it's cute. I ran out of it a little while ago and I've been using like a lot of other things like the Morphe one. I tried the Maybelline one. And I just didn't like it as much as I like this one, just because it blends like butter. So I usually staple it on with this brush, which is like a weird, like, oh, just a random brush. There's no brand to it. We haven't got into that. And I usually just buff it out. Usually work my way up, just so I could get the warmth on the top of my cheekbones. And if you guys are doing this with me, which is probably not gonna happen, I usually do, like, I blotch it on and then I carve it with my setting powder right underneath it. So then it's more cutthroat. But even, like, it's still cute. Alrighty, now that I have both of my cheekbones done, I'm going to shave off this big forehead. Just a little bit. Or a lot of it. Let's just hide the, let's hide the five head. See, it just like blends like butter. Like I'm so obsessed with this product because it's so easy. If you wanna like, I don't really recommend it just wearing it without a full face just because it looks, I'm a full coverage queen. You know what I mean? Like I like the whole face being done. I can't just do like one product and be like, oh, I'm done and ready to go. I wish I was one of those people that could just throw on like a tinted moisturizer and be like ready to conquer the day, but like, I'm not my fullest or my happiest when I don't have a full coverage foundation, like a full coverage. And we're just gonna tap that just to do like, just chisel out our jawbones just a little bit. Alrighty, now what I said before, we're just going to carve out underneath the contour just because it gets a little messy, and if you're me, I get sidetracked and I like stare off into space and go everywhere. And just let that chill for a little bit. We're just gonna touch up here because that's looking a little weird. And then we're just gonna go up here and just blend it. Perfect. We're just gonna go in with this little e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. I usually use this one just to like powder up my nose, just to contour that so I can make it flow with the cheekbone. I like my nose contour so sharp that I can barely breathe. And we're just gonna buff it out into the eyebrows just so it looks a lot more flawless and more cut. And then don't forget your undernose, under your tip of the nose. I just like to make sure that that's really blended out. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to go in with a little Morphe flathead brush. I'm just going to dip this into a highlighter by Stila, and it's the kitten one, like the most famous one ever. And I'm just gonna go up the ridge of my nose just to give it that like little highlight. Down here, here. Perfect. I'm gonna blend out the sides a little bit. Make sure everything's great and chip and dandy. Perfect. We are now going to wipe off this just because it's baked for a little bit. Perfect. And we're just gonna go in with some blush. I have this like 9B Morphe like 9 shade blush palette. Got this a little while ago. I don't think they even sell this, but this has been like my favorite color. Just like a little pink tone. And it has like a highlighter like shade. It's like kind of like very highlighter-esque going on. And it just like blends so good. I'm just going to marry that into the contour and work my way up. I like that little like flustered pink look where it like just goes all over the place. I think it's so cute. And then we're gonna go into the highlighter. I'm gonna use my very dirty Morphe highlighter palette. Got this a while ago. And it's still like my tried and true. It's just very natural, right? Like I like the whole shade, especially when I do people's makeup. It gives me it's not like I'm carrying a lot of products with me. It's just like a one and done full range selection, like ready to go. I'm just gonna tap that underneath the eyebrow. Perfect. Alrighty. So now that the skin is looking great, we're going to jump into our eyeshadow. And I recently purchased the Orgy palette by Jeffree Star. We stand good makeup products here. We don't judge anybody. So this is my Jeffree Star palette. And I'm super excited so I've tried everything, but I'm super excited to show you guys the looks that I make with this one. This is like my go-to makeup 24/7. Like I always go for this one on a day-to-day basis just because it's so neutral and I can literally get away with that, like no makeup, but like a lot of makeup look. And I'm just going to feather it and just put it in my crease and then on the outer corner of my eye. This one was Versatile, by the way. The shade Versatile on the crease. I forgot to prime my eyes, guys. This is a crime. Perfect. First video and I already screwed up my makeup routine. We're going to jump into this little Morphe brush and use the shade Craving Chocolate on the outer corner, and we're gonna blend it into the crease, just like that. And then I'll use the other brush that I had, which was the Morphe X Jaclyn JH32 brush. And we're just going to blend that sucker in, just like that. we're going to go back into the craving chocolate and do the same thing on the other side. I'm not a huge fan. Like, I can, when I do like bridal makeup, I definitely do one eye first, but when it's just like this quick little glam, I go in both eyes at a time. Just because that works for me when I'm on like a tight schedule and I just want to get some glam done and ready to walk out the door and conquer the world, if you know what I mean. Perfect. So now that we've blended until our freaking hands have carpal tunnel, so we're going to jump into this cute little NYX Escape Artists palette. And we're going to use the brush JH61 from the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe. And we're gonna use the shade, it doesn't have a shade, but we're gonna use up here, that shade right there, just to brighten up the inner corners. Oh yeah. I usually just pat it on and blend it up with my finger. The same on this side. And then blend it out. Perfect. I'm also going to quickly do my under eyes, and I usually use just like a little Morphe brush. And just blend everything together, make everything seamless, and yeah, perfect. So now we have the highlighter, the eyes. We're going to jump into the eyelashes. I'm kind of extra today, and I love a neutral look with like some big lashes. I believe these are from the Halloween collection that Quo released. I feel like, yeah, these will definitely do. So we're back with the lashes being on, and I'm going to just take this little bright red and spicy from NYX. And I'm ready for my setting spray. Just have to find it. Okay, so I've been using this Bear With Me sativa or cannabis sativa seed oil, and it's like a multitasking highlighting glow by NYX. I've been using this lately. It's been giving me that radiance, just like that after radiance glow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is like the full look of what I look like almost on a regular daily basis. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this cute little makeup tutorial of just to hang out with me. This is my very first video, so I'm very excited to be making content and just doing something that I've always wanted to do. So enjoy this little show, this little fun hangout time. And I will see you guys again later. Bye.